Any expectations in terms of the energy sector when Prime Minister Karni is going to be in India? Any announcements, major deals?
Well, I learned a long time ago in my private sector life that you don't get ahead of your boss in announcing things. But we did announce a statement on an energy agreement with Minister Puri a couple of days ago. We will continue to build on that. I've spent time with Minister Goyal here, spent time with Minister Joshi, Minister Kumaswamy, Minister Nada, and we'll be spending time later today at the Ministry of Mines. All of those ministries, we've had very robust discussions. We found tremendous opportunities for cooperation, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the lead up to further visits there weren't more positive announcements for India and for Canada.
You're not just talking about LNG, LPG fuel, you're also talking about the uranium sector. That's a sensitive one. We've seen a major breakdown of relations, a souring of ties between India and Canada. Are there any assurances from Canada's side that there will be continuity when it comes to supply? Because a breakdown of supply, once you have invested in a country because of political reasons, can do much harm.
So we understand India has ambitious goals with respect to nuclear power. I think 100 gigawatts of new nuclear power by 2047. We also have ambitious goals with respect to growing our nuclear business. Canada has the best uranium supplies of any country in the world. We have supplied India over many years. Our commitment to India is we are happy to supply uranium for peaceful purposes to any facilities that continue to abide by the International Atomic Energy Agency's oversight rules. We're happy to be a supplier to India.
Are we looking at a new phase in India-Canada ties after, again, I come back to it, after the bitter relations that we saw in the recent past? Is this a new phase, new era in India-Canada relations? Because not so long ago, our High Commission in Ottawa had said that diplomats there still don't feel very safe.
So Canada and India should have great relations. There's almost 2 million Indian Canadians. In my particular constituency in Canada, in the city of Markham Thornhill, 30% of my constituents are Indian. There's great affinity between our two countries. This government, Prime Minister Karni's government, believes that we have recalibrated our relationship. I think there's a good understanding between our two prime ministers. Each of us respect each other's sovereignty. We respect each other's need for national security. And we agree with that. We also agree there's a lot we can do together. We've gone through all of those things: LNG, LPG, conventional oil, potash, uranium, critical minerals. In this world that we find ourselves in today, this ruptured world, as our Prime Minister called it, there is so much that we agree on and so much opportunity for us to work together in a constructive multilateral way. I think that's been India's way. I was speaking with Minister Goyal. He talked about how important it is to India to build more relationships that strengthens India's resiliency. We want to be part of that.
You praised the India-EU FTA as an example of resisting tariff coercion by hegemons. What were you talking about when you talked about the hegemons?
So, I know many of your viewers would have watched Prime Minister Karni's speech. If they haven't watched it, I would.
Oh, they have.
I would encourage
oh, yes.
them to
the standing ovation.
And in that speech, he talked about the changing world order, the rupture, about countries choosing to use integration for coercion. He talked about using tariffs for leverage. But he also provided a positive path forward. And that was around the way to reduce that leverage is build new relationships. Build relationships with people who share your views around multilateralism, who share views around free trade. And that's exactly what we're doing. And whether that's world powers who want to use energy, want to use critical minerals, want to use whatever, Canada's belief, and I believe India's belief, is the way we combat that, is do more free trade agreements, do more working together, strengthen the institutions of multilateralism, don't rip them apart.
Are we looking towards agreements that would go beyond just energy, beyond just fuel and energy security, but look at an India-Canada free trade agreement that could make doing business, doing trade beyond energy far better, far easier, and far more profitable for both the countries?
I think both our prime ministers are ambitious with respect to building stronger trading relationships. I know when I was speaking with Minister Goyal today, he talked about how important it has been to India to move quickly, to take advantage of new opportunities in the world given this rupture. He talked about how effective he believes India's new agreement with the EU will be. He talked about his agreements with other countries, and we agreed that we should be working toward things as comprehensive as that.
It's not just about tariffs, Minister Hodgson. It's also about sanctions. The fact that most countries that have oil are sanctioned, does that give Canada an opportunity to be a bigger player in this multilateral world where everybody's looking at and looking to diversify? Whether if you look at Russia or Iran, or for that matter, Venezuela today.
Yes, so I'm not going to comment on Russia or Iran or Venezuela. What I know is, as I go around the world, whether it's in Germany or the UK, or we're speaking with our allies in Japan or Korea, what we hear over and over again is Canada has the energy and natural resources that would help these countries continue to develop their economy, to continue to grow. And they like our values. They like how we think about the world. They like our commitment to multilateralism. They like our commitment to free trade. And they like the fact that we will never use our energy or natural resources for coercion. That's not the way Canada does business. And so I think that's one of our strengths as we engage in the world.